Welcome to Franchise Addicts, the podcast about franchise movies. I'm Luke.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we are covering the second movie in the Indiana Jones franchise, the much maligned Temple of Doom.
Very spooky, very scary. Much maligned. I suppose. Successful, beloved, but also maligned.
It's hated on a little bit.
It is.
Yeah. I think if Crusade wasn't such like a home run, I think this movie would be maybe thought better of historically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it just happens to kind of be the ugly one out of the three.
Yeah, very dark. And of course, the reason for PG-13 movies.
Yes.
Mostly.
With Gremlins.
Right? Gremlins, this. Children saw this. Children saw the ripping of hearts out of the
Did not like that.
A lot of just kind of naughty, suggestive stuff, and it was too intense for the masses. Do you think this is much more intense than Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah, I think it's definitely darker for sure.
Yeah.
Not just in that it is in a mine for an hour and a half.
Quite
but
literally dark as well.
Yeah, it's a human sacrifice cult that is operating here. That's pretty gnarly. I mean, the Nazis are pretty gnarly in their own way, but sacrificial cult is right up there too.
Watch out for the thuggies.
And, watch out for them thuggies.
Speaking of thuggies, I think we have one of the prominent
I just looked at my phone.
Prominent guys here. What's going on? Yep, I know. Oh, we're gonna introduce our guest.
He's chomping at the bit.
You gotta tease it. For those in the that are listening, this thirsty man is just texting us like, "Come on, let him know."
Look, I'm ready to talk about anything goes.
Chomping at the bit. He's chomping at the bit to bust out of there, just like Willie. He's the one, the only.
Willie's busting out all over the place.
Hey, now look here. I was just reminding you that you need to introduce me a little bit here, because your audience,
I would say a Hall of Fame guest if we were to start a Franchise Addicts Hall of Fame.
My heart.
Three-time guest now. The three-peat.
Hat trick. Turkey.
And we'll see, based on this performance, if it's the Temple of Doom of your trilogy or The Last Crusade.
Excuse me? I took notes, all right? My notes are so extensive and so deep, and I took them on November 8th. I've been ready for this. I'm ready.
Okay.
Please. After you.
We're going to step into the jungle and take out our stones.
Yeah, director Steven Spielberg, he's back. We don't have the same writers. We've got Willard Huck and Gloria Katz, obviously with the story by George Lucas and characters. Mm-hmm. This movie, pretty solid box office, 333 million worldwide. So 180 US, Canada, 153 international, making it the weakest of the trilogy of the main three Indy movies from a box office perspective. But I would imagine the PG-13 had a little bit to do with that.
It was PG.
But then
they never changed it. One of the first PG-13 movies was actually Last Crusade.
For real?
For real. So this came and it went, and afterwards people were like, "Oh yeah, this was not a good PG. We shouldn't do this anymore."
Oh yeah.
Gremlins. Yeah. And then they were like, so this was the impetus for
it's the impetus, not the change.
For
Yeah.
real. I had no idea. I always assumed that this is what it came out of it because of like the murder and sacrifice and death and everything else that happens. Mind
Totally.
control.
I mean, parental guidance is suggested. Minorly.
Suggested. Yeah.
Whatever.
We didn't exactly get that when we were kids, right, boys?
Never. No. Boy problems. Third, it was in the top 3 grossing movies of '84, my birth year. But yes, this is not seen as like the classic, heroic, just the Indiana Jones everyone knows and loves. Was kind of in this movie, but not a whole lot. He makes appearances maybe, but yeah. What else we got?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton to this movie just from a legacy standpoint.
Yes.
I think this movie is overly hated on. I think that is an extremely modern take on the movie. I don't think people in the 90s thought as poorly of this movie. Let's just put it that way. And I think this movie is a ton of fun, but I think that it just doesn't, it's not ambitious enough. Like, it's just not ambitious at all.
Interesting.
I think that would be my main criticism of it this time around, is that it's kind of in 2 locations, basically, and isn't kind of the world traveling, kind of jet setting, jumping that the other 2 movies are. So this one kind of feels bogged down, but it has a ton of energy and it's really funny.
Mhm.
And I mean, Short Round is just killer. Kiwi Kwan is out of control. Wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. He was accompany his brother, who was trying out for the role and helping him run lines, and Spielberg grabbed him.
How do you think the brother felt?
Probably not good.
Tough break.
You just came here to help me, and now you're Short Round. You're beloved, man.
Yeah.
Well, but he did a great job. Short Round. Praise Short Round. Yeah.
I love this movie, like straight up. Like I think that it's a lot of fun. I think that opening with a musical sequence is really bold. I mean, Steven Spielberg is a known hack fraud, so like it's good to see. It's good to see like him be able to stretch his legs a little bit, like be able to really explore himself. Yeah, Anything Goes is the opening sequence. Written by Cole Porter.
Do you know the name of the club that it is being performed in?
Well, it's the Club Obi-Wan, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. But
a hat tip.
Oh, here, hold on. I gotta fix my headphones here because if you move one piece of this, I love Temple of Doom. I think it's like up there. I mean, I've said before, like it's probably like my top 3
of the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones movies.
Well,
it's in my top 3.
That's not really high praise.
It's huge.
I feel like
it's up there.
In most people's top 3, but I digress.
Well, I think Temple of Doom is strong enough to make the first 3 movies of Indiana Jones like up there for the best trilogy of all time.
Absolutely, it's a great trilogy.
Whereas I think there is a decent chunk of people that are like, Temple of Doom is kind of a whatever. So, it's not solid all the way through.
Yes. So if I can share my experience with it, because I'm the oldest person here, ? Sam. Don't answer that. Confirmed, I am. So I loved. I was born in '84. I loved Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think I probably saw Last Crusade like first, and then went back to Raiders of the Lost Ark. My parents were super excited to show me that, and then at this point, I love Indiana Jones. It's like one of my favorite things, right up there with Ninja Turtles. It's the coolest thing. I go to see Temple of Doom, and I don't know, I feel like I was like 7 or something like that. And I was very turned off and scared and confused at the time. I was like, he's evil and he's ripping out hearts and he's in hell. Like that threw me for like it threw me, right. But I was 7. I did not revisit it then for a long time. In college I revisited it and wrote a paper on it because that's what you do in film school. I was only a minor. Don't get any thoughts. But yeah, I think it's really good. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think I saw it around college, and then I probably didn't watch it again until just recently. And I think yeah, it's definitely, it didn't get the formula right per se, as it was like, it was really intense and dark. And it's the George Lucas going through a divorce. So he was like supposedly like writing, he's like, yeah, women rip your heart out and then you get mad and you hit a child. And it's like the real dark domestic shit. I think, there are definitely themes of like, I don't know, of that potentially happening. And then Spielberg marries Willie later on. So
Yeah.
those are the but I like it. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I think it's, and they get outside at the very end. At least there's a little outside action. But I do
A
agree.
little outside.
It does suffer from Alien 3 syndrome, if I'm going to be honest, as far as just being in a dark
A lot of
location
tunnels. Yeah.
for a long time. But yeah, I think it's more it's like bigger and more dangerous, right? Like the scope, at least, I don't know. Like I think with the big musical number, and it's trying to be like bigger and also edgier and funnier.
Well, when when Molaram says, "Oh, we're going to kill the God of Israel. We're going to kill the Christian God," it's like, okay, well, all right, buddy. Like, can we just reel it in just a little bit here? Like, it is way darker.
Well, I mean, Nazis.
Well,
you think that
hey
was
man, like killing
that was
God
Willard
is
Huck?
okay. Molaram.
That's got Willard Huck writing all over it. If I know anything about that guy.
Do you know something about Huck?
I think I looked at his writing credits shortly. The next thing he wrote after this was Howard the Duck.
Interesting.
So
I've never
good
seen
job by this guy.
A classic. Everybody's seen Howard the Duck.
Yeah, a
The first
classic
Marvel
movie
movie
that is really bad. Yeah.
Anyways, so okay, it was written, yeah, and the writing is definitely, darker, weirder.
I don't think it's necessarily bad either. Like, I didn't get bogged down with any of the dialogue. Yeah, some of the screaming with Willie is tough, but that's just like her character that they just chose for her to be that type of person the entire time. Like, she stays consistent. Like, she is just a, blonde, beautiful girl that just screams and cries the entire time. Nailed that. Yeah. Nailed it.
I'm a fan of Willie,
and
I will defend Willie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking when this time watching it around. I'm like, with a more critical eye, and just couldn't do it. I'm like, she's fine. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll make the criticism of like, oh, well, Karen Allen was like just such a badass kind of
Yeah,
feminist
she's just
character.
such a different character, though. Like that's the like they did a good job of making it like very distinctly different than the Karen Allen character.
I mean, I would make a strong argument that I wouldn't call it strong, but I would make an argument that I think all of the Indiana Jones films have different female archetypes associated with them, and like that really tells to how strong Harrison Ford actually is as an actor, because he can play off of each and every one of them.
Chemistry with every single woman that's ever lived.
Incredible. Like he is magnetic on screen. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah, he's in his prime here. Yeah, Willie's she's doing her job. She's also comic relief. She's like a lot of the jokes are falling on Willie. So
yeah, Yeah, I mean, Kiwi Kwan's doing a bunch.
Yeah, he's got some major liners.
Puts in work for sure.
Yeah, he's doing it. Harrison Ford is just bitter and angry, and like I love bitter, angry Indiana Jones. Like he is mad at the world and wants to like just win, baby. That's all that matters. He's out for blood in this movie.
Yeah, he is. He's never seen as like very happy.
No.
Like he's like maybe peaceful at times, but just his whole.
There are times like when he's with the villagers and stuff like that, where he's like interacting with culture. He's like and like history. He's like more reverent to that. But when it comes to just like modern day shit and dealing with people, he's just like, I could care less. Like I'm on a mission, man.
Yeah, if you're not trying to kill me, or if I'm not trying to kill you, or you don't have some like relic, then I'm just gonna
It's probably why his best friend's a child.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Let's talk about that.
Isn't there like background lore that like that Short Round's father was like killed off, and so he's now like the ward of Indiana Jones? I feel like that's not explained in the movie itself, but I feel like there's something, right?
All that said is that he was an orphan who tried to pickpocket Indy, and I think instead of turning him in, he has turned him into an indentured servant.
That's okay, kid. You're my slave now.
Sometimes,
and I'm going to teach you how to talk.
Drive.
Hey, sometimes you got to take on like a little Asian kid as your indentured servant. I'm not here to judge. I don't think any of us, are in a place of judgment right now.
Okay,
come on.
I'm going to bring up.
I'm kidding.
The opposing bench counsel would like to speak, please. There's a scene before Harrison Ford goes and woos Willie, where he's talking to Short Round and like sending him to bed basically, and Short Round's like knows he's going over there to make his move, and it's like, tell me all about it, Dr. Jones. And he's like, I got you, buddy. What is this old man doing?
He's a little perv. And then it is revealed later that Harrison's kind of waiting for Willie to come back into his room to, do nocturnal studies. Meanwhile, Short Round is just sitting there in the cock chair.
What is this man?
Chris, did you just call a 12-year-old boy the cock in this situation?
No. It's a piece of furniture. It has nothing to do with him. He's just in that like oddly placed chair or little like, that's just like you sit there and what are you doing? You're just watching the bed. That's common. I thought, is that not vernacular that we all use? Is that weird? I mean, I heard that they said that on Frasier all the time.
There's a cock chair? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I never heard that term.
Fine for any of this is that when they were writing the movie, they just forgot Short Round was a kid for like large swaths of the movie.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, he's like, this 25-year-old guy that hangs out with Indiana Jones. Not a big deal. It's like, no, he's like 10.
Yep. There's some slightly weird stuff, but he's he does a great job. And yes, this very strange family unit. And I mean, so yeah, we should probably talk about that, right? That it's clearly the setup of our three main heroes. It's like, mom, dad, son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I mean,
love interest, dad, son.
Yeah. And going through this, horrible experience there. Monkey Brains. That was one of the, if you would have asked me, what do you remember about this movie? I'd be like, evil Indiana Jones, heart ripping, and Monkey Brains.
Monkey Brains.
The eels that fill up the snake. I remember that pretty closely.
I was reminded of that.
Grossest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Also,
I like eel, but I don't think that I could eat them live.
No, the way that guy was enjoying them when he was like dropping them down his gullet. I was like, there's no way you're tasting anything. Like, how can you derive any enjoyment out of it?
It's just calories.
Just
Yeah,
calories.
but you can't be, he's not like he's fat. Like, he can't be that happy about the calories that he's getting.
There's some criticism for the food choices, I guess, because they had nothing.
Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's just a joke on a joke. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's
like, this is the most.
I think the whole. Yeah, I wish it wasn't in the movie. Like, I think it's really hack.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything. I think it's supposed to creep you out and kind of play into the scare, like a horror moment, a scare moment. But yeah, it's like, look at what these crazy people.
I see how it gets written, where you're like, well, we need Indy to have like a conversation where he gets some information from the bad guys or whatever, covertly over a meal. So they're like, well, we have Kiwi Kwan, we have Kate Capshaw, like we could just have him do goofy stuff so that we could cut back and forth to make it make the data retrieving that Indy is doing a little bit more entertaining, and they just like overshot it completely.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was overkill for sure.
Didn't that guy just chewing the beetle like
that's
the beetle looks good.
Yeah,
I would eat that beetle.
It looked the best out of all of them. I will admit that.
Beetle.
I had a cricket not that long
I would maybe try the broth of the eyeball soup. I would not eat the eyeball.
Totally out of curiosity.
Yeah, I mean, a steeped I don't know what kind of flavors are coming off of that. Like, I might like it. I don't want to like chew the thing itself, but good flavors come off of stuff.
A mutual friend of ours, Luke, said that eyeball was basically just jelly on the inside. I have no data to support this one or the other. I'm just telling you what a mutual friend of ours told me.
Okay. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Eyeballs are just Jello. You heard it here first.
Jelly on the inside.
Jelly on the
inside.
He specified nothing about the outside. It could
milk
be crunchy.
chocolate on the outside, or
not into it on the outside.
Hard candy shell? No, nothing.
I'm curious. I don't know. I would be curious, but I wouldn't try it anyway.
I'd ladle the broth a little bit. I give it like to be polite. I'd be like, oh well, you went through all the trouble of
right.
Yeah.
There you go. But the monkey brains, I would be like, pass. Like, I'm good.
Especially because they're being
to see that
served out of like the fakest looking monkeys I've ever seen.
It's true.
Those are great props. Those are wonderful.
They're fun props, but they're like,
props.
so clearly like
when the camera is following them around, they go to varying degrees of like effort that they're putting in. They're like, well, it only has to be in the frame like half a second, so it doesn't have to be that good.
Yeah.
And you could, if you're looking for it, some of them are really bad.
Really not good.
If you're looking for it, but we're talking about
like if you're looking for it, Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't do any of his stunts in T2.
Can we talk about that real quick? And you probably know this from the research as well, but Harrison Ford hurt his had a herniated disc issue for the last third of the movie from trying to do his own stunts for the first 2/3, and they had to shut down production. And he eventually came back, but he could not do any stunts. And like that's like why the mine shaft scene is just like these close-ups of him in the thing, because he couldn't like do much. So there's a fact.
I mean, I think the mine scene's great, so I think they kind of made some lemonade out of that.
The mine scene is amazing. The miniatures are incredible. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Let's get into the movie proper. So as we've alluded to, it does start with a dance number. Anything Goes in the Shanghai nightclub Obi-Wan. Willie Scott, played by Kate Capshaw, future wife of Steven Spielberg. She's doing the little dance number. I bet it's good. The choreography was solid. song wasn't atrocious. It was kind of like a Bond opening a little bit. You know, you're in kind of a casino, you know, white guys sitting down with some Asians doing some shady business. Very, very Bond-esque. So we've got a deal that's going on with Lauche. Indy trades some ashes for a diamond and then is double crossed and poisoned. I'm going to stop here because I got a lot of questions already.
Sure.
First, the waiter guy that turns out to be Indy's friend who then gets shot. Did he serve him the poison drink?
No. Remember, it was put on the turntable. It was put on the Lazy Susan.
What is the point of having your man on the inside as the waiter and he's not checking to see if your drink's poisoned?
It's a busy place, man. He can't be everywhere. That they've got.
I mean, then why have him? The guy was useless. He did nothing.
I will tell you, I wish that we had more Wu. That's his name.
Wuhan.
His name is Wu.
Is Wu?
Like, literally is Wu. Is it Wuhan?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's...
Oh,
okay,
it literally is, because I made
Hey, we're on YouTube. Don't talk about Wuhan on YouTube.
In my notes, I said, I kind of wish we got to know him a bit more before his death scene leads to an awesome action scene, so it's sour grapes, I guess. It's literally what I wrote.
I like how he gets shot and then he just like notices a stain before he notices the fact that there's a bullet that's ripped through his chest.
No pain.
Like,
no pain.
Odd?
That can literally happen to people, though, from what I've heard.
Well,
I guess.
Seems insane. I think it's
super hot. Yeah, I just think this falls back onto what I said about Indiana Jones from the first movie. Bad at making friends. His friends suck. Short Round is awesome. I forget the name of the John Rhys Davies character.
Sala.
We just need Sala. Get him. Short Round. Those are the only two friends that actually work for Indy. Everyone else just like is a loser, betrays him.
Do you guys? Do you guys kind of wish that Willie would have come back for like Dial of Destiny or for Crystal Skull? Was that the other one?
Yeah, no, because she's not beloved the same way. She's like fine.
Yeah,
I think I would have had fun with that.
I mean,
you got a blonde type, buddy.
Yeah, you do. It's okay.
She's a little Michelle Pfeiffer-y.
Yeah, no,
I like her.
She's a very attractive woman. You know, yeah, she could make a cameo.
But yeah, so like Sam said, super fun action scene follows this, where we have kind of some Three Stooges antics that go on with the diamond and the antidote getting slung around all over the place. Some ice gets poured over it. So is it ice? Is it a diamond? Oh no.
Balloons.
Did you guys catch that Indy just straight up punches a lady in the face? Like punches a lady right in the face.
Falls off. He was
amazing.
He's been waiting for that moment for a while.
Just cracks her right across the jaw, like just gets her. I think so. I love this this action scene. My favorite part is that John Williams' score incorporates Anything Goes into it.
Oh,
like, did you guys catch that? It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great stuff.
Yeah, little things.
I think I've only said this about the Batman and Robin ice skating fight, which is incredible. But it reminds me of the SNL Stefan skit. It's got everything. This fight sequence thing in Shanghai or whatever has got everything, man. It's got everything you could want. It's got a rolling gong that gets shot at by a machine gun.
Scarface. So much, and the maniacal laughing, like you have to like
it's great.
Required. You can't have a straight face and use that. You need to be kind of like having a psychotic breakdown.
The end of it is incredible because like they finally get out of the club. Short Round's there. We get a car chase. Then they get Indy thinks he got away, and then Lao Che is just like with the reveal on the airplane door where you see his name, and he just gives him the wave. Oh man, like
It's incredible.
It is a fun Indiana Jones sequence.
And it's probably what, like 20 minutes? Like from the time that starts until they like the raft falling from the plane, even the initial like water, the thing racing or whatever, up until they get out of the raft and are safe. It's a long ass huge action scene.
The obligatory Dan Aykroyd cameo.
Yeah, that
right
was
away at the beginning.
so brief. You barely see his face. It's interesting, but yeah, he's there. Also, like, where does Indy keep all of his clothes? Like, like he's in that plane that he just jumped into. They like had his whole outfit. There just seems like there's a lot, like the costume situation I can't keep track of.
It's movie magic, Chris. Just move on. It's fine. It's fine.
Movie magic.
It's really
Speaking of movie magic, since Sam called Steven Spielberg a hack
fraud
on, I'm going to just say that the power of Steven Spielberg and his action set pieces is that you can point back to all this stupid, ridiculous stuff that happens during them, but you had fun the entire time. And the man just knows how to set things up. You know exactly where you are within the scene, within the scenery every single time. You are not lost ever. You are always on top of the action. He's just incredible at it.
He's really good. He's one of the best.
And then at the end of it, you're just like, did he do an ice and diamond bit and then have his future wife scream like an idiot? How am I gonna ever be able to find a diamond in all of this ice?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of silliness, but I think it's rooted in the silliness of the cereal and all that. Like, it's not supposed to take itself too seriously. It's just supposed to be this epic, adventure tale, and it really like delivers, and it does go bigger. At least in this opening scene. This opening scene is definitely tops Raiders.
Wow.
I mean, it's a bigger production. I'm not saying if it's like the better scene or more memorable, because it's not. But if you're just trying to say like, let's really do something much bigger, it does. And I mean, it couldn't be more obvious, right? You start with a literal like dance, whole fucking thing. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that it's very bombastic, very over the top, but it's also like you introduce 3 characters right off the bat. You introduce your Lao Che, you introduce your Willie, you reintroduce Indiana Jones, and then shortly after that, you introduce Short Round. Like I think in terms of like introducing all of your main characters and all of their beats and what they're all about, like immediately, Spielberg really nailed it. As much as I think that he's a hack fraud, he really did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you get those 3 characters onto that airplane and off to basically what the rest of the movie is going to be, you know exactly what those characters are, who they are, what to expect from them going forward. Like you're there, you're right back into it. It's just masterwork stuff. So yeah, we get a sabotage flight as Lao Che has bought off the pilots of his own airplane. They release the fuel and hop out as Indy sleeps. He wakes up. They have a pretty awesome escape. If it wasn't for the crappy CGI / green screen work that was done. As they ride an inflatable boat, big yellow boat, down the side of a mountain.
Yeah,
and end up at a little village at the end of the song.
Dead immediately.
Yeah.
I love that they're just totally fine. They're like, oh no, it's fine. Don't worry, the raft won't flip over. We'll land on this water. All good, guys. Or no, I think they like. Do they land in water?
They go from snow into a river, basically.
They're like
this super convenient stuff.
But I mean, that's Indiana. I mean, I remember in Crystal Skull or whatever. He like avoids a nuke by going into a refrigerator. So like crazy shit like this is kind of on brand, right?
You guys aren't
that.
there yet to talk about it, so I don't know.
Everyone knows about that part.
I will before we cover Crystal Skull, I will test that out on myself. I will detonate a nuclear bomb and hide.
No.
As long as you're in the fridge and the doors closed, it's fine. Like they said, I think there's like doesn't like what's his face say that in Oppenheimer? Benny Safdie's character? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's what he would say to that. He'd be like, it's not a hydrogen bomb. Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here? So yeah, we then get the rest of Temple of Doom set up for us here as Indy gets his quest from this village. They used to own a Sankara stone that was sacred to their village, but that was stolen from them. Their children were stolen, and Indy is asked by the elders of the village to go find the stone, find their children. And he agrees to help out. They get him on 3 elephants.
What a guy that he is. He's just like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'd be like, we're going somewhere though, you guys. That sucks. Like if I know of anybody, I'd help you, but we do have to go.
We need to get to Delhi.
Yeah, I don't
know. You gotta go to Pancop Palace, actually.
I'm not really that good with that type of enemy. I'm more of a Nazi guy.
I suppose it. Yeah, I suppose
whatever this is, it's very strange to me.
If it's Nazis or commies, like I'm in, but
that's the villain I can understand.
Yeah.
So I could imagine driving before GPS and stopping at a gas station like you used to have to ask for directions and shit like that, and just having some dude be like, where are you going to? Well, I need to get to Madison. Well, I could send you to Madison, but I need you to go here first.
Yeah. Can you save all of the children of this land against an evil spirit?
Hey, so you're on the way to Appleton. I actually need you to stop off in Green Bay really quick to go fight the evil Indian. I don't even know.
But in Wisconsin, it would be like, everyone else. I'm gonna need you to swing by Sheboygan to pick up this Facebook Marketplace item that I just Venmoed this dude for. And you're gonna have to swing by his house to bring it back.
Yeah. Go pick up my cabinet really quick from Sheboygan, please. Yeah. Like I paid for it. The guy just anyway.
He's giving me
I'll give you directions to Appleton.
We're so weak and ugly here. I mean, you look like such a commanding. You can do that for me, Ryan. Thank you.
Okay, so fun fact: I looked up the white hair guy that gave him
he does
the
look
quest.
Familiar.
He was a prolific actor, a Sri Lankan actor, because as we know, this is not filmed in India; it's filmed in Sri Lanka. He died in 1989 of AIDS-related tuberculosis. And he was married to the same woman for 40 years. So good for him on all accounts, because I'm sure that he had some fun after she died.
Give it up for that guy. All right. He is, so this is a clunky way. I think this scene is fine, but it's also we don't really know.
Yeah. They do a weird interlude here with the bugs and stuff in the jungle and Willie freaking out all over the place. We get a fun little poker scene between Short Round and Indy. Both of them are cheating. A little father-son bonding stuff.
He's teaching him all the good stuff. He teaches him how to cheat, and then he'll be like, "Quiet down, doll." And then Short Round will be like, "Yeah, quiet down, doll."
I love it every single time Short Round's you call him Dr. Jones.
I love it.
He's unlocking the chain of command in which he is not the last one.
No,
correct. He's not the lowest on the pecking order.
You know who is. It's you.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
he does
stuff
not
is
miss.
great.
Anytime he can humiliate Willie, he's just like, ha ha, you fell in the water, you idiot.
Yeah, he's a little biting towards Willie. People aren't all that nice to Willie, and
Anytime he can be a little asshole to Willie, he is, and he
Gotta do it.
leans into it. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's power dynamics within groups.
yeah, Indy teaches him how to nag women. Now, short round, you gotta be mean to him, okay?
You gotta
Just-
deny.
Deny,
And then
deny,
you
deny.
just
And
rope them in.
They talk too much, you just yell!
Sure.
I'm so angry at you, I love you.
Ah, the
Shut
dad
up.
yell. Yeah, that's,
You got to remember, always be negging every time.
shake a fist if you need to.
Pretend like you're gonna hit her, and then don't actually hit her.
But get real close to it.
But get
As if
close.
that's an obvious thing that could happen here and often will.
Make her remember her level. Anyway, sorry.
Yikes, I didn't write that stuff. It was, I mean, that's...
I got dark.
it is,
Harrison Ford.
Can I just say something really quick to change the subject from that? I like that Willie is a non-believer. She is an atheist. I like that.
mhm.
I like it because she grows into it later on. Made sure to write that down. I'm sure it was important.
I feel
Okay,
like
yeah, I mean-
Indy is a like polytheist.
Yeah, he doesn't really
He's
get down with
accepting. He's accepting of all walks of religious ways.
But
I think-
really,
Like
I think that
he
by
buys
Last
into it all.
Crusade, he's a Christian. By the Last Crusade, he like hand
He,
over the
like,
heart.
knows-
Like
Hindu
there's
scripture.
that moment where you see the WWJD bracelet when he's like getting his whip.
Did Mel Gibson direct that
In the
one?
name of the Father.
no, you guys know what I mean. Anyway,
No, I mean, obviously they're talking about Christian stuff, but I do think he always just is kind of like, I'm just into the chase
Yeah.
and like, I don't know how religious he is. I mean, he's an interesting character, right? Because we don't ever get into that stuff. Like, he's kind of an asshole, kind of a womanizer, very smooth, nice to children, ultimately smart, and like, I don't know, like what else?
Most people that interact with Indiana Jones really don't like him.
Yeah, he
Because
doesn't.
like
seem nice.
he runs into people throughout these movies that are just like, screw you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like you.
And if we think back,
or they want to
it's
have
the-
sex with him.
That's
Like
true.
those
He's
are the
notorious.
two. Yeah.
yeah,
He's the notorious INDY.
yeah, but that's a good point. You don't really ever see him be, incredibly nice. We'll have to watch that as the series goes on. Does
Yeah, and
his heart lighten
like
up?
like I said, this is Dark Indy. So they get to the palace. They're met by Chatter Law and the young Maharaja, who we see as a child. They have the goofy dinner that we've referenced before, so we won't hang too much there. Then we get Indy and Willie and their bedroom antics, basically, that then lead into finding a hidden doorway, and then we get into the temple proper. But anything you guys want to touch on in the kind of bedroom hijinks stuff going on?
Oh.
Yes. So when they get to Pankot Palace, what I notice is that like the architecture is really weird. I don't know if you guys notice this, but like, yeah, some of the backgrounds are like matte paintings and stuff, but like the place itself is really foreboding and very strange, like just in how it's designed. And then the other thing that I was going to say was like Chatter Lal delivers this sort of like soliloquy about anti-colonialism and like 1984.
Yeah,
so
to like a British colonel.
to his face too. And I'm just like immediately, you're just like, oh, that's ballsy. You're talking to your colonial overlord and you're like telling him to his face Like you're mouthing off about how bad
Was
colonialism
he-
is for you.
Was the British officer blood soaked? Had he drank the blood?
I think he was shit faced. I don't think that he was drunk, like
That could be.
blooded.
They paint the Brits
guys,
as like a
guys,
little bit of.
do we need to bleed this dude? Nah, he's hammered all the time.
He's
Yeah,
hammered.
We're good. He
But
has no idea.
with the blood,
We tell him all the time. We're like, yeah, we got kids locked up in the basement. Yeah, they're digging.
It's
for
fine.
diamonds.
Yeah,
It's
we saw this
fine.
arrangement.
He laughs it off every single time.
Yeah,
I would have half expected Chatterlall to be like, yeah, they're digging your blood diamonds right now, actually.
Yeah,
like,
man.
that's what they're doing.
very good. Yes, carry on. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it sets the British up as I don't know. I guess a little talked back to, not the most commanding, but whatever.
I thought it was silly.
The doctor, the guy's wearing the famous Dr. Evil outfit. So we get to see that again. I always am curious, like where did that style start? And anyways,
I like
yeah,
that. I like that the
Wasn't that like a
Maharaja
big
is
like
young.
Mao attire?
Chairman Mao.
Wasn't he
Maybe.
always adorned in that?
In like a tracksuit.
Yeah,
No,
like
no.
a gray tracksuit with a high collar.
Doesn't surprise me. Oftentimes with cults, they do that.
It's about being comfortable, Sam. Constantly.
Is it?
Constant comfort.
Is it, Luke? I like that the Maharaja is young. Honestly, like I like that our main villain is
Yeah.
like a young guy.
Is he
Like,
the main
he's not
villain?
the main villain. No.
He's
He's complicit, but he's also a kid, and there's also that moment at the end where they're
Mola
kinda like,
Ram is the bad guy.
sure, but
Mola
like
Ram, yeah.
you
That's
said
what I
the
appreciate about this
Maharaja-
movie is that there is a clear and definitive bad guy in this movie. You could say about Raiders that like there isn't a clear defined bad guy. There's like a group of bad people.
There's a bad guy,
It-
Belloc. Belloc is the bad guy in Raiders.
Yeah, but
Kind
like
of.
they're
Belloc
not-
and creepy black dressed Nazi guy are the bad guys.
Yeah. He's
yeah,
the
but it's
main bad
way
guy.
clear that Mola Ram is like the bad guy in this. Like you wouldn't be like,
Oh.
it's Mola Ram and blah blah blah.
He's
Because
definitely
he
a
is-
good guy, but there's a couple other bosses.
He's ultimately like mind controlling everyone there.
So
Well,
how
I
does
guess-
the blood
I guess
work?
so-
How does-
I guess what I'm saying is like the Maharaja being sort of like an inversion of expectations because like Indy walks in there like with the expectation that it's going to be the Maharaja is like going to be an old guy and it's
Yeah.
actually like this kid that's like Short Round's age. I found out what the kid that played the Maharaja is doing now. Would you like to know?
Yeah.
He works for the TSA in Chicago.
Heck, yes.
Shout
I'm
out.
not
Um,
kidding. I'm not kidding. That's literally what it does.
I think the only reason why they made the Maharaja young was so that Short Round could fight another
Honestly, yes.
kid.
He needs some type of mirror character to go at because they're like, he's gonna fight. They're like, Short Round, does he? Yeah, he fights often. He's gonna be fighting in this.
I mean, that's definitely fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good call.
Dude, oh my gosh. I could go on and on about Short Round fighting. Short Round is a warrior, dude. I'd
Yeah, he just
go to,
like
I'd go to
slightly
war with
is
Short
able to,
Round
like,
any day.
he can
Now,
play-
is he super effective? No, but
he
he'll
believes
go
in
to
himself.
he'll go to work for you. So yeah, we have the hijinks in the bedrooms that end up Indy and Short Round fall into a hidden door, or they go exploring down there. They roll away a boulder, as Indy is wont to do, and they get trapped in a room. We get the compactor scene again from Star Wars, a favorite that is in many movies if you look for it constantly. And ultimately, Willie comes down, has to stick her hand in a gross hole, and releases the lever, saves them. Ultimately, screws up again because Willie, all she does is screw up,
Yeah.
and they have to escape further into the temple, where they then come upon a ritual that is being performed. We see Molaram, the high priest of this ceremony, all these sycophants below bowing to this.
Also doing a lot of just like this.
Yeah.
Like just like in place, like for long periods of time.
The skull thing that they place the orbs into the stones, the Sanskrit stones. But ultimately, this is to show us how hardcore these dudes are, and they are rather hardcore, as they pull out a seemingly innocent man and strap him into. It kind of looks like the zipper ride at Carnival.
That's what I said. Literally what I said. Yep, 100%.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Go to your Carnival, baby. And
yeah, this ride wasn't quite as scary as the zipper.
That is an incredibly regionally specific joke. And reference. But so this innocent man gets his heart ripped out first.
Yeah. And then is completely alive for quite a while.
Indy does mention that, and Willie mentioned that.
I don't actually know what the words are, but that's what they sound like to me.
That's what he's saying, is he's getting lowered down in there.
He's freaking out. He's having a panic.
I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
It's
he's
pretty
already
sweet.
dead.
Like as he gets lowered, the heart bursts into flames. And flames get like
it reminded me of Hereditary, because I just watched it when they burned the book. Yeah, obviously this came out first, but I
don't understand why you would even use like the lowering device. Wouldn't Kali want
Sam,
like his sacrifices or her sacrifices expedited?
I'm gonna one up this nitpick. Sam.
I'm just asking.
Why are they human sacrificing?
Why anything, Luke? Why anything?
Why do we get up?
Why do you do anything?
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Like, I don't know.
Follow the law.
These stones.
I'm just asking. Hey, I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know.
Hey,
why lower them?
Sacrifice? Honestly, though, it's kind of working, right? Because they got their blood. The blood does some crazy fucked up shit, right? So, like, whatever they're doing, they're doing it right.
Sometimes people just choose to sacrifice one another. No, that's not Christian. That's not Christian. They say that it's for the good of the people, but is it really? That's my best Tucker Carlson impression. I'm sorry.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Really? Who's to
say?
Who's the authority here?
So I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I'm a real American. Not one of these. I'm a real American.
Oh, the cadence is da 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 da. That's the cadence. Yeah. That's all you need for
and you have to do. And all you have to do a little bit of the head tilt and
kind of a condescending little end lilt to it too. Anyway, I wrote basically Kalima supremacy with overthrowing Muslims, Jews, and Christians. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
Wait, so you thought this demonstrated white supremacy?
Kalima supremacy.
Oh, okay.
Not white supremacy. No.
Okay.
Kalima supremacy.
Kalima supremacy, indeed.
Much like the Nazis wanted to wield the Ark of the Covenant to further their goals, these guys are sacrificing to Kali in order to take supremacy over the world. Though it seems to be kind of a bummer of a lifestyle in that they're just going to essentially turn the globe into a mining colony. I should probably figure out some other exits there, but
we have enough rocks now. Like, what do we do?
I have a question. What is the
They're like,
rock
what did
crusher?
human civilization turn into? Oh, it turned into this one high priest searching for 2 diamonds for the rest of eternity.
What
His
was the
time was a
rock
little
crusher?
short-lived, yeah.
What was the rock crusher for? Like, did we
You
figure
gotta
out?
crush the rocks sometimes, to make rock powder, which was a very essential tool back in the 1930s.
Well, you see, diamonds are really hard. So if you smash all the rock around them into dust, diamonds will still be there.
Oh, heard. Okay. Yeah, that's
I like
something
when they
makes
use
sense.
it to smush heads, though.
That is cool.
Pretty
I do like
badass.
I wonder, does that mean that the diamond then breaks the machine because it gets wedged in there? Like
No clue. I don't
it's
know.
like, oh, it's a wedge. We got one.
I'm not familiar.
I wonder how many kids were fed through that. That's what I'm thinking while I'm watching that part.
Couple dozen.
Very sad. A lot of whips in this movie. Can we
Do you
say that
think
there's
they
a lot being whipped?
they should have
close.
added a hours since last injury sign somewhere. I think that bit always plays.
It's
Figure it
the
out.
And then there's like, oh no, and then go put it back to 0.
it's
that's good. Yeah, we just whip it. We whip them so hard. We're always trying to whip them, but there's sometimes
Always whipping.
fun.
it's the Indiana Jones BDSM movie.
It
Like,
is.
it really
Oh,
is.
you're not gonna
like,
drink the blood, Indy? Well, let's whip you a couple times, and then you'll drink the blood.
Tons of just like a perverse amount of whipping happens for like 15 minutes in this film.
Short round gets
Thankfully,
whipped. I was
Short
about to go
round is
crazy.
whipped?
I was like,
Yeah,
the Maharaja kid is whipping that short round. What is he
So we're
doing?
watching a little boy being tortured in a PG movie. Is that correct?
mhm.
Yeah.
Gremlins was also
Yeah,
really
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's a little rough. He hits short round. He goes evil. The heart ripping out. Like, this is very intense. I thought that whole setup they have on stage would be so cool for like a crazy metal band. If that was like your stage setup, super awesome. Side note,
I feel like I have seen something similar to that.
War.
I've gone to a metal show that was like Halloween themed, so all the
A lot of
bands
them
had these
are.
like crazy skits going on behind them while their songs
cool.
played. Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
nuts.
I
Now,
went
could I tell you
to-
the name of those bands? Absolutely not. But there's something like Blood-Soaked Maggot, or
Blood
Murderer's
Soaked Maggot.
Last Revenge.
Don't sleep on Blood Soaked Maggot.
Beartooth. Actually, that's a real band. They're not metal.
Do you guys think that this movie is more or less gratuitous than like the old like ISIS beheading videos? Because I feel like it's sort of on par. Like,
They don't.
with
Yeah, I mean,
the
they don't
gratuity
show
of the violence.
They don't show the full, dismemberment, but it is. I mean, it
It's
is like
true.
it's very much
Just
just
rip
taking-
a heart out of a man's chest.
They're
That's
taking
true.
everything-
They do that.
violence and agony and like people, evil characters.
There
like,
are multiple shots of children being whipped and performing incredible manual labor.
yeah, it's very rough. Like, I think it touches and like.
George Lucas
As
would never
Sam,
do
I
this
don't find
again.
it funny. I don't actually.
Can
I
you
don't find it funny.
imagine? Can you imagine if the Ewoks were being whipped in a mining colony in Star Wars?
Oh my god, that would have made Return of the Jedi so much better, though. Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine the plight of the Ewoks, and it's just Imperial soldiers standing over them with like bullwhips, like just whipping them? No, that would have been awesome. That would have raised the stakes a little bit. Like, at the risk of sounding like a psychopath, yeah, that sounds great to me. Like,
George, listen up.
Get out there, get like a
George.
more, a kinky, more intense.
You don't even have to. You don't have to even do anything. We'll just add it into the movie. Just
send this
stitch it
straight
up.
to George Lucas. We got it.
Just have a real
Got it.
nasty whip scene.
Jeez,
just real dark,
one.
and depraved, and just
one.
Yeah,
Like,
A little-
what's
like
the
a little-
problem?
like a Passion of the Christ, just like a little sprinkle of that vibe.
George.
Okay.
we'll
Indy 2. Hey, look, George.
Electric
Here's
Boogaloo?
my pitch. George, listen.
George of the
George,
Jungle.
listen. Okay, so you had whipping in Indy 2. What if we brutalize the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi? We just add that in. It's like a little sprinkle.
That excites me very much.
But I like that. I'm gonna eat my salad.
I do like.
Hmm.
You know how I felt
gonna-
about that,
I'm gonna think
young
about that.
relationship with Raiders.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm still working on color correcting some scenes from the original New Hope. It's my 750 millionth pass through the film, but there's still work to be done.
George.
Don't need to make anything new. Never need to make anything new. Like James Cameron, I can just get bottled up on projects for eternity.
I can just make the same movie over and over and over, like
But
James
he
Cameron.
did. He
Yeah.
did, though. I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, it's not the glamorous artistic
Do
path, but
anything else.
I feel like he just couldn't. Like, I mean, when it came to him on his own, like, I think he proved that he just didn't quite have it. He needed partners. He needed people to edit, rein him in. He needed people to work with him.
I think that's exactly what's going on with Mola Ram in Temple of Doom. This guy needed a two. He needed a two-man. I think that's why Indy overtakes him. He's got short round. He's got a solid sidekick. Mola Ram does not have a solid sidekick.
He has the main slave runner. That
guy is a
heavy.
beast.
He's a heavy, yeah.
But ultimately pretty ineffective.
Yeah, I think
he gets bogged down with Indy pretty quick.
I will say that at the end of the movie, the Thuggy being so desperate to kill off Indy that they would sacrifice their whole operation is fascinating to me.
Well,
just as like from a villainy perspective,
Well, we gotta talk about the minecart chase a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to the last.
Yeah, so we did kind of speed through, but basically what happens is Indy gets blood turned into a zombie. Short round stabs him with fire, wakes him up. While that's happening, Willie is about to be sacrificed. They ultimately save her. They run away. Indy has to fight the big. Pretty sure that guy is in brown face. I'm just gonna say I don't want to accuse him of it, but I'm gonna say that is a white guy that is not an Indian man.
The big guy that is like the slave trader, or the slave, like the guy I was just talking about, or someone else.
Yeah, the main big heavy dude.
Okay,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, I agree with you
for sure. Yeah, I'm calling him out. I'm gonna call out the movie there. And ultimately he gets smashed up in the rock crushing roller things. Cool fight. Indy gets just absolutely tortured. I think the other stupid part that I would get out of this movie is the voodoo doll. That does not need to be there. It's weird. Added like
peanut butter chocolate.
It's so not that religion. Like it already has religious significance somewhere else, doing something else. You don't need to bring it into this.
Yeah, I mean, this
like,
movie
it's
was
just lazy.
And like kind of leaning into stereotypes and stuff like that.
It's
to be different. It was not.
You take the voodoo doll out, you take the stupid dinner scene out. This movie it moves a little bit better. But we get to it where this movie is really cooking. In the minecart chase, love it. Turned into an iconic ride, I would assume.
I think so. Yeah. I remember the game DuckTales growing up had a big mine shaft level, but there was a ride. Yeah, the stunt show is the big thing that I saw when I was younger. At I think it was at MGM.
Yeah, I knew the stunt show happened. I don't know if there was an Indy ride too, but that would be cool. Because this looks awesome. I would love to ride in the Indy carts and do that little stuff with stuff popping out at me. I'd be all in.
I'm pretty sure they did make a ride somewhere, but yeah, it's super fun. And just
especially if you had to have a gun and shoot the turn, and if you didn't, you would smash into a wall. That'd be awesome.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, it's a really fun scene. I mean, they might be in this like kind of condensed area.
You like that, Sam?
I do. I like this idea. Yeah. Oh no, I missed. Oh.
What everyone's been waiting for, a ride that really raises the stakes.
We only have a 78% mortality rate on this. It's fine. It's fine.
You got to sign a
Great.
waiver. Yeah.
It's a waiver. That's all it takes. Hey, didn't that one guy, his wife died at Disney, and because she had a Disney Plus account, like Disney was not found liable for it or something? Wasn't that a thing? Anyway,
I have no idea. We'd have
we
to
could
come
just
back
do
to
the
that.
same thing.
Good. Mola Ram has to flood them out of the tunnels. And Kate Capshaw is once again drenched with water while wearing white. Just for those
Hey now.
at home, that is a thing that happens multiple times during this movie. And then we get into the cliffside rope bridge, that old trope, but I think it's great. Very gripping, a lot of cool little stuff that goes on here. And ultimately, Mola Ram falls to the crocodiles, and Indy gets the one stone back to the village.
It's very gripping, unlike what Mola Ram was able to do to that rope bridge.
Yeah.
Before he fell down and got eaten by a bunch of crocodiles.
Immediately eaten. Just his clothes.
I thought that was a little overkill. They did have him smash his head 4 times on the side of the mountain.
He's so bad.
He deserved it.
He did. Every bump. Yeah, I thought it was like a good ending. It's nice to, like I said, to get the setting outside. The ninjas, samurais on the bad guy's side are the
Thuggy?
worst. The thuggies, yes, they're horrible with the arrows, right? Like, why do they?
They miss. They're missing all over the place.
There's no reason for this. Like, none of them are going to hit him. But I think it's a. Yeah,
I feel like I saw that same scene where it's like they shoot the arrows and then it's the quick cut to the wall and it's the person like, oh, and then all of the arrows hit around the person against the rock face. I think that was in Swiss Family Robinson, which was a movie that came out in like the 50s. And if you have a certain type of parent, you've watched that movie many times.
Also a Disney ride. I think it was like a decent end scene though. If this is our last, the finale of action,
I think that might be the whitest thing I've ever said to him. I think that might be the whitest
Swiss
thing
Family
ever.
Well, you were raised by boomer liberals in Madison, Wisconsin, so that makes sense.
Boomer conservatives in a liberal.
Okay. I'm sorry, Karen, if you're listening.
She will be.
Sorry, Karen and Matt.
Better watch your P's and Q's.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Your warning.
I love them.
Yeah.
I hope they know that I love them.
Yeah. I think it's a fine ending. I don't think there's anything truly great after the mine carts.
Yeah.
I do want to. I want to give a shout out. A reference. There's a old computer game by Humongous Entertainment called Pajama Sam, and part of that game was you ran around in mine carts. It was fun. There you go.
Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, that too. Classic. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Mm-hmm. So we are at the end of the movie. What is like? Because we did talk a little bit at the start, like. Is this movie good? Is it worthy of making this one of the best trilogies of all time? Now that we've gone all the way through it, what is Temple of Doom?
I can answer that, I suppose. I think the Temple of Doom is like a really interesting example of the huge blockbuster sequel and the whole bigger, better. Also, like the fact that it could potentially be dark, which was following the whole Empire Strikes Back thing, probably, but or definitely. Um, but I think it's a really interesting blockbuster movie because it still did so well that just was really like feeling out what was appropriate for the country as far as like family entertainment at the time. And this one goes a little too dark. And so I don't think it's ultimately like all the way successful because it just kind of, misses that mark a bit, but it's still really entertaining. The pacing is good. They've got some amazing action sequences. I think it's like a pretty damn good sequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark, just dealing with completely, in dealing with different stuff. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting dark movie. I think it probably makes this out of the running for best trilogy, maybe because this is just like, not successful for the rest of the franchise. I don't know. That's my take.
It's a prequel to. It's a
Yeah, we haven't
prequel
mentioned that
to
yet.
Raiders.
Which
Happened
is like
So-
never
year
mentioned.
before.
I don't think that it's the strongest of the trilogy, but I do think, and I'm memeing a little bit, but I do think that Temple of Doom is unfathomably based. Like, just like how its themes are and how it works. Like, I think that it works really, really well. I like Temple of Doom. I liked it better under Critical Eye a little bit. I don't. I'm not going to hear out Temple of Doom slander when Crystal Skull exists. I still think that Indiana Jones is probably at least Raiders, Doom, Crusade. I think that that's pretty strong contention for best trilogy.
It's in the conversation.
There's
Yeah.
there's
Even
a
though I
different
said it wasn't, I agree.
there's a different girl in everyone. Every single girl is like a different trope. There's a different sidekick. There's a different by girl I mean like a love interest or tangential. You know what I mean?
Sure. No,
And
It
there's a
changes in
different
Dial of Destiny.
there's a different like context over what like is the hero's journey for Indy. Like I genuinely like this film. I genuinely like it.
I think it was fun.
Yeah, I think this is a fairly successful film, though it is very flawed in some aspects, in my opinion. To borrow a term, I would call it a flawed rewatchable. I really enjoy watching this movie. I would never turn it off if it was on. I think it's a ton of fun. I think it's really funny. I think it's funnier than the first movie.
Mhm.
And I love Short Round. I just get a kick out of Kiwi Kwan the entire time. So I think this film is really, really successful. I teeter on doing the edgelord thing of saying that I like it more than Crusade, just because I really don't like, and I'll get into it more, but I really don't like the night at the end, like any of that stuff.
the
I think
end,
it's just goofy and dumb.
Crusade.
But the rest of Crusades, I mean, great. So I don't think I could make a compelling case that Temple of Doom is better than Crusade, but I think it's in line. So yeah, I do think this is one of the best trilogies of all time, and I think for a lot of the reasons that were stated already, in that the character of Indy is like very well examined through the different people that are thrown into his life in these three movies. And we kind of get to see all the sides of him that we always wanted to. Capped off with seeing him as a kid in the third movie, which is just awesome. And it would have been super cool if River Phoenix would have been able to stay on and be a part of the Indy in the future. But unfortunately, that wasn't ever going to be the case. I think Temple of Doom is great.
In defense, since I'm not going to be on the Dial of Destiny episode, in defense of that film, I like it. I think it's goofy, but I like it.
Okay,
I
I've
think
never
it's
seen
goofy,
it.
but I really like it.
And you think that so you're also not going to be on your favorite indie movie, Crusade.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about Crusade?
I've been on a big, because you guys are doing this and because I listened to the first your Raiders episode. I was like, God, I gotta watch those movies again, and I rewatched all of them except for Skull. And Crusade is a father-son romp. It's fun. It's Sean Connery. I mean, they're only like 5 years apart, so that's funny.
Yeah.
But like, Sean Connery is just so perfect in it as like a later life kind of role for him, or older midlife, I guess. And I like the father son adventure of it. But beyond that, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, there's some boring stuff in it.
Yeah, it's another one I haven't seen for decades, so I'm excited to revisit it.
All right, so let's get into our favorite scenes, our favorite performance, and our MVP for the movie. So, Sam, kick it off. What is your favorite scene from Temple of Doom?
Oh, well, it's an easy one. It's the back and forth between the bedrooms. Right? Like both of those characters get the opportunity to shine a little bit, and both of them like have this sort of fun interplay with each other. The will they, won't they? It's adorable.
Yeah.
I will say I'm a big.
I think it's when Kate Capshaw is at her best too, from an acting perspective. Like she is. Like the chemistry between her and Harrison Ford is really working, and she's like doing good stuff on her end. Like it's not just Harrison Ford being a like charming maniac. She is selling the buying into falling for this guy.
She's posing on the bed, and oh, he brought me the fruit. Oh, these things. Oh, well, I'm right here. I'm right here. And he still goes right for the statue to.
Well, it's the
boobs,
like you said. It's the opposite. Like with Mallory, or right, Marion. No, sorry, Marion. She's like his twin in a way. Like they're exactly the same in many, many ways. Whereas Willie is the archetype of the woman, the proper woman that wants to tame the animal in him. Like
she's more of a damsel.
Yeah, she wants to bring him into society, and he is constantly bucking away from her to adventure and has to drag her unwillingly along during that. Whereas Marion is like
a believer,
skipping along the entire way, and in many ways like leading the operation.
But that's the other part about Willie, is that she becomes a believer by the end. She's seen enough. She knows.
Yeah.
She knows that this lifestyle is appealing.
It is. But she does fight it. She fights it very hard.
Do you think that what do they do after this? Do they hang out? Do they stay together?
No, I think that's a bad one.
No. She goes to Los Angeles. She becomes a singer there. Indy hooks her up, like helps her out. Like that's
and
what
then
happens.
He just ghosts her. He's just like, yep. All right,
he's out. Good.
I did think they got pretty steamy and spicy with some of the back and forth talk in that aforementioned scene, bedroom scene. You know, I was like, oh wow, they're kind of like, I didn't remember kind of how hard they kind of push into like these two are trying to fuck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, again to the PG of it all, you're like, oh okay, oh wow. So,
Chris, your favorite scene?
I'm gonna go with the mine shaft. There's a lot of, I mean, I think, you know, the whole temple itself is really, you know, as scary as it is, that's as terrifying as it is to me. It was good. But the mine shaft is just really fun.
Goonies. Did Goonies have a mine cart?
They might have. and I
We're
should
gonna
know.
lose our cred if we don't know this offhand.
I just
Oh,
want
boy.
Goonies.
I had to bring it up because if it was in there and we didn't mention Goonies with the Steven Spielberg of it all, like we would be chided.
They're look for One-Eyed Willie in the cave. I don't know if there is a cart that is used, but anyways,
I don't think there is.
there's no cart. I'm gonna say no cart. I'm not
No
seeing any
cart?
thumbnails
All
that
right, well,
reference the cart.
I'm just trying to cover my bases.
No, I appreciate that. Okay. It's really fun. And like with the use of the music, the use of just everything, the filming of it all, it just is a really fun kind of climax, even though you have that bridge scene after. It's just really fun. It encapsulates what I think the magic of the Indiana Jones movies are. What do you have here?
It's a goddamn
ChatGPT
minecart, isn't
said
it?
in the Goonies there is a minecart scene near the end of the movie. The kids jump into old minecarts and go tearing through underground tracks in a rickety, chaotic chase through the tunnels. Boom.
Son
Well,
of a bitch.
I think it's cool. And whatever. Yeah, the Goonies did
Come
it.
at me, baby.
I
Goddamn
still think it's
Goonies.
really cool. Regardless, I mean, yes, Goonies thought of it, nice set piece, but also to have that full on like fight throughout the track and all the little things they do. Yeah, I thought it was just great, and how it ends up.
Yeah,
And
it's a cool way to match the truck scene from Raiders.
yeah, you got to have people moving and shooting at each other and doing other shit to obstruct their path.
Agreed.
So that they can die off screen in a very PG manner.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the opening scene. I think it's just killer. If it has to be shorter, you can cut out the musical part of it, but just that action scene up until them getting onto the plane, just killer stuff. If I have to make it even shorter than that, just when they fall into the car and Short Round is there and they're speeding away. And him with the little blocks on his feet so that he could reach the pedals. I mean, come on. This guy just killer stuff. So I'll transition that into my performance of the movie, and it's Kiwi Kwan as Short Round. He gets my performance of the movie.
Great. Do you know that he so he was in Goonies, and then he did this, and he learned taekwondo for this, and then he went on to do taekwondo for a really long time, and like worked in like the industry helping people learn taekwondo until he recently got back into things.
He was a stunt coordinator, wasn't he?
Yeah. So he got into the stunt coordination.
Well, he showed it off in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
And Chunk
won.
Proud of him.
Chunk, the guy from the Goonies, the larger gentleman, is an entertainment lawyer who represents.
Yes. He was also he's Porter from The Sandlot, who's the catcher.
What?
Yeah. It's the same
guy. Hamilton Porter. He's the same actor. He is in The Sandlot. He's the catcher.
Okay. Crazy.
And Chunk is not that guy. Chunk is a different guy.
No, but okay, the guy that I'm thinking of is not in Goonies. The catcher from Sandlot.
Sandlot is the lawyer now in Hollywood.
Oh, so it's not that guy. It's not whatever.
Not Chunk from Goonies. It is the catcher from Sandlot.
I gotta really double check all these facts from the internet, but
I'm gonna plug. I am potentially gonna be on a movie trivia YouTube show in January.
Oh my gosh!
Or hopefully, I will reign supreme.
I hope.
Wow.
Become like who's the good Jeopardy guy? Jeopardy James.
Ken Jennings.
Movie trivia. Be the Ken Jennings of movie trivia.
Who now hosts Jeopardy? I will add.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
I watch Jeopardy all the time. It's great.
Sucker Trebek.
Okay. Where were we?
Chris, your performance.
Okay, like I will. I won't give it to Short Round. I will give it to, you know what? What's the bad guy's name?
Molaram.
Mole. Molaram, just because he's so insane and like good.
Amrish Puri.
Yes.
I looked it up. Amrish Puri. Yeah, you're right.
Amrish
I
Puri.
mean, obviously, there's the move to give it to Harrison Ford. Obviously, Harrison Ford's great and would be the most important, best performance. But, to keep it weird or different, at least, I think just that guy has such disturbing, evil features.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's really good in the movie.
He was I looked him up. He was actually like a huge deal in like Bollywood cinema. He played a lot of villains. Played a lot of villains.
Yeah, he crushes.
He's excellent. He's really, really good in this movie.
Yeah.
He's in the most iconic scene in any Indy movie is him ripping the heart out. Come on, that's crazier than anything else in any Indy movie. It's crazier than the arc being opened up and face melting.
It really is.
Certainly a lot.
Yeah. Burrows in there.
It's scarier than the people turning into skeletons. Crusade.
Yeah.
Or Kate Blanchett being turned into dust and zapped up into a thing.
Horrifying.
I hate that movie so much. God, I can't even.
I've put it all out of my memory.
What is your performance of the movie, Sam?
Well, Kate Capshaw. I like Willie Scott. I legitimately really like her. I think that she's fun. I think she starts as being terrible, and then arguably she has the best character arc of all of the Indy ladies. Arguably, she has the best character arc. Comes full circle. She starts as being like a weirdo. I'm a singer, Indy. Like, who are you, Indiana Jones? Stuff like that. The accusatory to full on. She's fully realized she's a believer at the end of it. What are we going to do now, Indy? I love it.
She's great.
High praise.
No Kate Capshaw hate on this pod.
Yeah. Not worthy of it. Hey, and look, A Christmas Story. It's coming up. She's the mom in A Christmas Story. There you go.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Chris, you got a MVP for the film.
Yeah, I will do Spielberg because I think that there's some really crazy ideas in this, and a lot of it could have probably gone much worse, or in different hands. I don't know if it could have been, as exciting and well done. I mean, he just really knows how to do exactly this, make really great Hollywood family entertainment that's thrilling and pushes the edge just enough and really keeps you engaged through the music, through the editing, everything. Just really good. And I think he just knocks it out of the park. He's in his prime here.
Yeah, I concur. I'm going to also go Spielberg for basically the same reason that if this was another director, I think this would have gone off the rails even farther. He potentially, because he is Spielberg and he is goofy and not as funny as he thinks he is and overly sentimental, allows certain amounts of the goofiness to exist in his films that if they were excised, he would have a better product. I will levy that criticism, but other than that, I think this movie is just he's so good at the action set piece, and he just gets to flex his muscle in a lot of different scenarios here, especially when he's literally caved in, to still make it feel fluid and moving and delight it well enough. Really good stuff.
Yeah, and it's one of the. I mean, this happened, of course, before, but an example of just when you give a blank check to some people in their prime, and the collaboration's there, the cast is there, and they just kind of make something pretty awesome and unique-ish. But then just even cooler if it doesn't really hit perfectly, or like is goes too dark.
I'm going to be a contrarian. The MVP of this film is Marsha Lucas, without whom this film would not exist.
Did she edit this?
No, George is getting a divorce from her
Oh,
at
the
the time,
divorce.
and that's
tape.
why I'm telling you,
But-
it's Marsha Lucas's fault that this film exists.
Well,
yeah, I
I'm,
heard she like had
I'm
an affair with
glad.
the gardener. I literally heard
Yeah.
allegedly affair with the gardener.
Not good.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not good.
We don't want to get sued for $1 billion by
Let's do that.
Marsha Lucas.
Just kidding. That didn't happen.
JK, Marsha, I'm sorry.
No, I don't even know. I thought we were talking about, Lucas Van Ness, the football player. Anyways,
I'm going through a run in the West Wing right now where former VP John Hoynes is currently writing a tell-all book that is going to go through all the affairs that he had while he was vice president of the United States. One of which was the housekeeper for the East Wing of the White House, who he was then divulging state secrets to. she was getting them printed in the Washington Post. Man, West Wing, undefeated show.
Hell yeah.
Just when you think politics can't get wackier, they whack you one more time.
Thank you.
Certainly do.
Yeah, so we got Spielberg, and Marsha
Lucas.
Marsha Lucas, the MVPs of Temple of Doom. All right, rating time out of 10, decimals because we're fancy. Sam, what is your rating out of 10 for Temple of Doom?
7.8. Let's go.
All right,
Get the
very
fuck out
solid.
of here.
Is that low or is that
No.
high?
I think that's on the button.
That's exactly what I had.
Nice.
I'm going to be an ultimate contrarian, give it an 8.1. I think it's really
Ayo.
fun. I think it deserves to be in the 8s because I think every Indiana Jones movie deserves to be in the 8s except for the 2 that I don't talk about.
We don't talk about that.
Is that just Crystal Skull twice?
I've never seen Dial of Destiny.
It's
I guess
fine.
I can reveal that now.
It's fine.
I saw Crystal Skull one time, I believe, in a van on a DVD player in a van.
Were you okay? Okay, I guess the
That
van was
explains so
driving.
much about you.
I was more than likely traveling to a swim meet while watching
Gotcha.
it. So I don't know. Maybe I wasn't okay.
Sure.
A lot of childhood trauma to work through there.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's how I watched Crystal Skull, I believe, the one and only time I did. I also watched Cowboys and Aliens that way. And I was not listening.
great flick.
I was not listening to the movie, but watching Cowboys and Aliens without sound was interesting. And I've never watched it since, so I don't know how it is. But
Do you know
I
who
enjoyed
won? Who won? The Cowboys or the Aliens?
I believe the Cowboys were ultimately the victors. I
Hell
don't really know.
Okay.
Daniel Craig was cool in it. Harrison Ford, I believe, is in that film also. He was cool.
Yeah, that was a big.
They had like guns implanted into their arms. That was cool.
I like that.
Cowboys and Aliens. Tell your friends.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's not good. It's fine.
Yeah. Temple of Doom, more than fine. Good.
More than fine. Temple of
Sam,
Boom.
thanks for joining us. Even though this isn't your favorite film, I knew you would knock this one out of the park.
Oh, I had fun.
We will be back for the third of the trilogy, and then we'll do the 2 other ones. But Last Crusade is up next. Much anticipated, I would imagine, from a lot of the fandom. A lot of people
Chomping
consider
at
that
the
to
bit.
be the best movie in the trilogy. And we will see. I will give it a fair shake. I'll give it a fair shake this time around. Even though I'm going into it knowing that I don't like the last 20 minutes of the movie.
I'll be ready for it.
All right.
Watch it with care. Have an open mind. Happy Thanksgiving. Because that's happening sometime around now.
Speaking of the anti-colonial narrative of
Yeah.
There you go.
Temple of Doom.
I want you all to think about that as
Yeah.
you celebrate.
Talk about it. Talk about it with your family, especially. They love that.
Yeah, hopefully your grandma's cranberries aren't like those monkey brains.
Yeah,
And then
they love that.
reply onto our post with a news story that made you think of, the topics that you were bringing up as a result of the politics of this film.
Please.
And I will read them all verbatim on the next podcast, and we will get into the news of the current events.
Everything
I will not do that.
Yeah, just not the last
I will
20
not.
seconds. Everything else we meant. All right, guys.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Sam. And we'll be back next week. Last Crusade.